Hey everybody, welcome to HSFL Paranormal Live. I'm here to talk about a few different topics about our trip up to Kern and San Bernardino County, Irish whiskey, and even Herman the Great came in and stopped by and said hi, and we got to hang out with him and take him on his first paranormal trip. Welcome everybody, thank you so much for joining. Hey Weather Geek, hey Honey Bubs, how you doing? So there's something really important that I wanted to bring up, and that's the city of Trona, California. We were recently, yesterday, in Ridgecrest, California. If you don't know what happened to Ridgecrest, they just got hit by two massive earthquakes. A 6.4 on the 4th of July and a 7.5 or 7.1 the day after that. It was so strong that we felt it here on the central coast of California. Now, Ridgecrest sustained some damage. We were there. We were talking to the local people there. They seemed to be okay, but the people of Trona pretty much lost everything. Their infrastructure collapsed. Like they had a bunch of issues. Houses got red tagged all over the city. They can't compete with all the damage that happened there. I mean, it's just so sad. So I want to say a huge, huge, huge prayer request for the people of Trona so they can get back on their feet and get back into being in like a safe environment because it's really sad. Like their houses collapsed, there was fires, people lost their homes. Nobody on thank God lost their lives, but there was a bunch of injuries. Yeah. So, and that's in an area that usually doesn't get earthquakes here in California. So, it's really, really sad, guys. Eventually, maybe I'd like to try to raise some money for the people, at least, like, maybe do like a fundraiser to raise money for food for the people of Trona, and 100% of the proceeds would go straight to the people of Trona, to their food banks or wherever they ended up. Something I would like to do personally out of my benefit and the benefit of the people in Trona and get communities around here riled up. Other YouTubers kind of raise a good amount of money to really help those people at least get some food, some camping stuff so they have some like ways to cook the food and have light and that kind of stuff because they're going through all sorts of hell, guys. And I just wanted to let you guys know we were there at the epicenter of where those earthquakes happened. And it was really sad to see the roads torn up in Ridgecrest. And we didn't go to Trona because they were not allowing us to go. The roads were so bad going into Trona, and there was cracks. Irish and I desperately wanted to go check it out. But there was so many scientists in the area evaluating. There was just no way. But I just want to do a special prayer request for all the people in Trona, California. It's really sad, guys, what happened to them. They did not deserve to have a giant earthquake destroy their homes, their livelihoods, their well being. And yeah, it's really, really sad. Thank you, everybody who's joining me tonight. I'm back home finally. Took about 3 hours to get home. But yeah, um, in the other news, Irish whiskey and Herman the Great, I want to give a special shout out to because they joined me on this adventure, and I've never had a paranormal investigation before, and I had never met personally with Herman, but we've been like pen pals for the past year, and it was really, really cool to actually get to meet him face to face and like get to hang out with him and get to know him as a friend, and finally kind of broke that ice, and like that was really cool. But yeah, I want to focus this stream on the people of Trona who really lost everything. If you guys don't know where that is, it's just to the east of Ridgecrest. and a little bit north, and they just have two monster earthquakes there in the past couple weeks, and a lot of buildings and homes, and I heard the hospital was damaged, the schools were damaged, the Walmart was damaged. Like, I mean, all these buildings and people's livelihoods were just wiped out in a matter of a couple seconds. Can you do a group prayer? I could probably do a group prayer. I want to say the Lord's Prayer in relation to the people of Trona. And may God watch you and protect you and your families. Lord, God, Lord in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thy is the kingdom, the power, and glory, forever and ever. Amen. Hey, what's up, Misty? It's really sad to see those people really struggling, and eventually I would like to try to get some YouTubers from California to help donate. I think it would look really good for the community, and it would really help and benefit those people. So I'm gonna get together with a lot of the Californian YouTubers and see if we can please raise some money for the people of Trona, and I will put in my own money so they can get food and stuff like that. It's nobody deserves that. Like, those people are nice people. Ridgecrest, they were really, really nice people, and they really did not deserve to have their lives uprooted like that. And that's what the horrible part of earthquakes are, is they're so unpredictable. They're scary. They ruin lives when they're that big. Oh yeah, it's kind of like that karma thing. You help somebody else, and good things happen to you. So that's why I want to do something for the people of Trona and Ridgecrest, the Solarius Valley, that whole surrounding area. I think could really benefit from like a food drive, donating money for canned goods. I want to raise a couple $100, close to 1,000. Try to raise some food for those people, and then I wouldn't mind on one of my days off taking that money and driving it straight there, or finding a way to find a resource center to give that money to. Oh yeah, I mean, Irish and I saw the roads. The roads going towards Trona were so ripped up. I mean, they looked like they had been grabbed and pulled and split open. I mean, it was that big of a quake. And that was with solid bedrock. If that happened here at the beach with the San Andreas, we would have had structural failure. I mean, they had something going for them, and that was the bedrock that the quake had hit under. And so it absorbed a lot of the shock, but it was so severe and so shallow, that's what caused a lot of the damage. So that's why I want to do the prayer stream. I just couldn't imagine like losing my home and being homeless because of a freak of nature. You know what I mean? Can you let everybody know in more detail about Trona's SP issues so those don't catch Irish? Yes, so they have no water, no power, no infrastructure, and the town is in utter disrepair. They can't repair those buildings. They're gonna have to bulldoze people's homes. their memories, their lives, and they're gonna have to just push them all out because the quake damaged their homes that bad. A lot of Trona was old town. It's an old mining town, a lot like the other towns surrounding it. And so a lot of those older buildings where a lot of people lived collapsed. But yes, there is... Aw, Missy, thank you so much for the $4 donation. It's... Was it T-O... Toronto? No, I'm mispronouncing it. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, they're all horrible. It's so scary to see what happens with major disasters. Yeah, I got a new vape, so try not to smoke anymore, but vaping's not much better, but it's better than smoking, I think. Yeah, it's really sad to see what happened to the people of Toronto. I was really upset when locals were telling me how bad it was damaged, and Ridgecrest looked okay. There was a few areas where you could see some structural crack. Trona. Yeah, sorry, Trona. Oh yeah. EF5s. I mean, I used to work with the Red Cross, and I've seen EF5 damage in Oklahoma, and it's awful. Yeah. It's, that poor town, man. Welcome to everybody. If you're new here, just welcome, and thank you everybody for joining. My niece lost her home in Ridgecrest due to the quake. Oh, are you serious, Missy? I'm so sorry. Have they evacuated the citizens of the town of China? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Misty. Guys, we need some desperate love and prayer for the people here in California. They did not deserve to lose their homes. They did not deserve to lose their livelihood. They don't deserve to have to flee after living there their whole lives and their families' lives. And all the people in their generational and... A lot of the people have had to flee. I don't know the numbers on how many people are actually left. Whoa, sorry guys. But yeah, it's no good, guys. It's no good. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to prop up my phone a little bit just so you can see me better. There we go. But yeah, it's really sad, you guys. Thank you so much for the 20 people in the house. I hope that they're getting involved as well. They need some help in that town. Careful, John. Whatever that thing is you're bumping into. Oh, it's just my microphone stand. Yeah, the Red Cross, I'm sure, is gonna help. At least I pray. I hope FEMA gets involved as well. I don't think some of the politicians here in California give a shit because they're like, it's not usually like a well-known area, and I don't think most of them have gone out there themselves. And I don't think a lot of people know how in desperate need those people are. But the problem I have with FEMA, and it's a long list, FEMA did not help the state of North Carolina when Hurricane Michael hit. And then when Florence hit last year, they did some swift water rescues, but they didn't help with, they somehow lost $885 million in disaster relief. How that happened, I don't know. So it's just, I mean, FEMA and I, just like, it's like, really, FEMA? Like, how did you lose $885 million in disaster relief to the people of North Carolina? Something that'll blow my mind. Hopefully we'll, when me and Belinda get home. Oh, yeah, definitely, Mike. Yeah, FEMA's been really rough. Yeah, I have issues with FEMA, but if they can, if some group can go and help the people of Trona, they need to do that. Like, that town is really bad. And that, I don't usually do this kind of stuff, guys, but, like, after seeing how bad certain areas of Ridgecrest were, and to hear that, like, basically Trona looked like that all over the city, I was like, wow. That's crazy. It's sad. Um, uh, if anybody didn't know, Irish Whiskey, Paranormal, Greg, Herman the Great and I met and did a full-on investigation. It was Herman the Great's first live and pre-recorded paranormal investigation. So I want to say he is very brave for doing what he did. So thank you to Herman the Great for coming on and actually going on an investigation with us. That was really, really cool. Hey, Supernatural Lost Adventures, how you doing? Yeah, so we finally got to meet Herman the Great in Bakersfield, and got to hang out with him for a couple hours. He stayed up with us until about 3:30 a.m., which was pretty sweet. Yeah, we had an absolute blast, and he goes to me and he tells me, man, I was skeptical. Even watching your videos, I was skeptical with the evidence that you captured, but after this, I know that the paranormal exists. Susie, yeah. How you doing, Susie? Good to see you. Hey, how you doing, Diary of the Mind, or Diary of Her Mind? Good to see you. Yeah, so, like, Herman the Great joined us. We had some really crazy EVPs, you guys. That was really cool. We got a lot of evidence at that location. We did another cemetery live at Johannesburg, one of the other ghost towns. And then today we filmed another video at the Silver City ghost town. So you guys are going to get a treat. It's going to be a double. There's going to be two videos. Or actually, I think with the amount of video footage between me and Greg, I think we're both going to have our own two-parter for that location. So there's gonna be two videos coming out about the Padre alone. We stayed in the most haunted hotel in the Central Coast of California, or Central Valley of California, I should say. It's really all of Central California. It's the most haunted, one of the most haunted hotels in the state, and that place was absolutely spectacular. Hey TJ, how you doing? Hey Gina. Hey Honey Bubs. Welcome, guys. It's going good, Susie. But yeah, I mean, that was a really, really cool paranormal investigation. I was pleasantly surprised at how much activity there was. From the beginning to when we woke up, it was still going on. We stayed in the most haunted room, and I'll show you guys when I post the video. But that room was crazy. We had REM pods going off. We had EVPs, spirit box. We had direct responses. I mean, it was something special. Hey, armed American patriot, how you doing? That was one of the most incredible places. I posted I posted a few photos of some of the best captures that we got. We caught like a full-on like figure that was blurring out a portion of the photo that was perfectly clear. And then this one section, there's this big old orb that's like, it's arced. It's so weird looking. It's really cool. But yeah, we got a ton of stuff, guys. You're gonna be super, super happy with it. Yep. Is my live stream frozen, guys? Oh. Hey, Don Dantha fam, how are you doing? Oh, it's fine for you. Oh, okay, gotcha. But yeah, that was a pretty crazy investigation, guys. It was pretty amazing. I was thoroughly mind blown. You know what? I'm getting kind of cold sitting here by the window. I'm gonna grab a sweater real quick. So, those who are just joining, sorry, let me move this so you guys can see. Let's see here. Those who are just joining me, welcome. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. It's not wanting to stay. Shit. Okay, let's see. Might be able to do it like this. Okay, those who are just joining me, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining, guys. So I don't know if anybody new here didn't hear about it. Still 100 degrees. Yeah, this is not about any other YouTuber, guys. Hey, Kelseys Paranormal Investigations. How's it going? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Guys, I'm trying to do a special dedication to the people of Trona who got hit by this horrific earthquake over the last couple days. It was first a 6.4 and then a 7.1 the following day. They have no infrastructure, they have no water, they have no gas lines, they have no food. They're cut off from the rest of the state right now, basically, and they're fleeing their homes in the hundreds of, if not thousands. It's really bad in the area of Trona, and they could use our prayers, guys. Hey, Betty Van Tessel, how you doing? Yes, Trona, California prayers. I'm gonna try to do a special dedication stream to raise money. 100% of the proceeds will go to the local food bank in the area for the people of Trona and Ridgecrest, and those people will hopefully try get some food. I'm gonna see who I have to talk to in order to get that done. But yeah, I want to try to raise money. I wish I could have been part of the disaster relief, but it's really hard for me to stand by and just see that and not try to react. I will personally donate my own money to help benefit the people of Trona. I'm going to try to get other people to do the same. So if anybody's with me, let me know. 100% of the proceeds donated to getting food for the people of Trona. If I have to take that food and money up there personally, I will. It's about a 5-hour drive from here, maybe 6. But yeah, it's I'm gonna see what I can do to help raise money for them for at my job as well. See if I can get my company to maybe raise some money for the people of Trona. And these people have had their lives uprooted. They're stranded. They're lost. Their infrastructure is gone. Their gas lines are gone. Their electric's off. Their water supply is out. I mean, it's a life and death situation. People aren't realizing how dangerous this is for those people. And we went up there, and it's really, really sad to see. Yeah, baby needs pet food, etc. Exactly. Medical, yeah, their hospital had got damaged really bad, so they don't have a current hospital right now. Hey Rebecca C, how are you doing? Good to see you. So if you guys would like to donate, let me know. Contact me on Facebook. I'm gonna try to put a separate fund away for the people of Trona. 100% of the proceeds go straight to that fund and trying to raise money for getting them supplies and stuff like that. So if anybody's down to help, the more help the better. Guys, share this out. Let people know what we're doing. I'm going to try to get some of the other Californian YouTubers, Michelle, talk to Herman again. I'll talk to Ray and some other people in this area. Send out gift cards. I'd rather send them like stuff to get food, but maybe gift cards to help them get groceries, or like a Walmart gift card so they can get what they need. Okay, I will try to get a hold of the Salvation Army in Trona if there is one. If not, I'll try to do it through Ridgecrest and the surrounding communities and see what I can do. Okay, Kelsey, that would be awesome. Yeah, great idea for people to help get gas. Maybe like a propane stove. Like maybe people can donate enough money so we could try to raise money to get them propane stoves so they have something to cook on. I want to do something to try to get the community together to help people who have been suffering, because this is going unseen. Like the news media reported it for like a day maybe, and they're not really. Everybody's like, oh, Ridgecrest didn't really get damaged all that bad. It did. It did. People lost their homes in Ridgecrest. But they don't look at places like Trona, who are neighboring on the other side of the mountains where the earthquakes hit, and they don't see how many people lost their lives. You guys can look it up right now online. Look up Trona, and you'll see pictures of the giant gaping holes in the highway, and the homes that got destroyed. You'll see houses on fire. You'll see the earthquake happen. People's cars are like this. Yeah, maybe I'll go create a GoFundMe for, that's a great idea. Go create a GoFundMe page for the people of Trona to raise money for food, clothes, gas. Try to get as much people together as possible. And that goes for the people who are displaced in Ridgecrest as well. Same as the Surleas Valley. Caso Junction area, all those neighborhoods were hit very, very hard. Hey Ray, how you doing? I know, there's nothing being said. It's really, really sad that there's nothing being said about this. And I think they need to have a voice. And I think that our community can be their voice. And we have plenty of people here in this YouTube community. And hey, what's up, Real Brooklyn? Oh, nice, you're at work. Cool. But yeah, Irish and I were just talking about this on the phone before we went live, trying to talk about getting support for the people of Trona. Seeing what Irish and I saw in Ridgecrest, and then to hear that it was like 10 times worse in Trona, it hit both Greg and I really hard, guys. Like, we need to try to raise money for those people. They're in desperate need of our help. And it's like, I don't know what I need to do, but I need to do something for those people. They don't deserve to go unseen. They need our support, our love, our care. Oh, it's Mama Yorkie, Betty. Oh, welcome. Hey, Lynn Wright, how you doing? Sorry, I was getting emo. You're not getting emo, man. I have genuine care and love about those people too. I don't know them, but I want to know them as a community. I think we can help raise another community, even though if we're 200-300 miles away. I'm 195 miles. No, I'm 225 miles away from Ridgecrest, and I think we can do our job to help them. Oh no, that's no good, Lynn. They had some major damage and people are sleeping outside. Yes. Yeah, it's really, really sad, guys. Look up the damage in Trona. If you don't believe me, then look at the news, because it's really, really sad. Major damage in Trona and Ridgecrest, California from the 2 earthquakes that struck last week. Those people seriously need help. They got displaced out of their homes. They have no electricity, no fire, no electricity, no heat, no AC. They have no water. They have no resources. They all got cut off with the earthquake's damage. And I think we could really help boost these people up as a community. I'll talk to Joe and Cynthia. I'll get a bunch of people raised. I'll talk to the Sisterwood. We really need to stand by. As many problems as California has, we need to stand by and help our community out. And this is kind of going back to the 3% and the militia group that I used to be a part of. One of their biggest teachings was to help boost other communities. And we used to rescue people from the floodwaters when nobody else would. We used to get in kayaks and dinghies and try to rescue people in the floods in North Carolina when the hurricanes hit. Um, and it's all about community value and value in your neighbor and loving thy neighbor, and in the biblical sense, and trying to help one another to make sure that they are taken care of, because it takes a village to do this kind of stuff. You know, it takes a community to boost another community. Trona only has 1,500 people. Hundreds of people got displaced. So if hundreds of people got displaced out of 1,500 people, it's really, really sad. What it took that much damage. Exactly. Treat thy neighbor as you would like to be treated. I fully agree. Yeah, a lot of people. They have only 1,500 people, but we can help them. Anything helps, guys. And I want to do my best to help those people. I want to rally people up, and I want to help get people interested in wanting to help another group of people that have had their lives absolutely ripped apart by these horrific earthquakes. It just breaks my heart, because I was looking at the roads and I'm like, wow, these are brand new roads, and they're are you going to get yes, I will post a GoFundMe. I will post links to my community page once I get it created. You guys will see it immediately, and I will share the hell out of it. Yeah, their water has been cut off, and it's scarce right now. A lot of those neighborhoods, the gas is like $5 to $6 a gallon because the gas lines broke, and the fuel pumps broke because of the shaking. Like it was that bad, you guys. They were limiting us. They were limiting us only to $20 to fill up our cars. And that only gave us 4 gallons because it's so scarce right now up in Ridgecrest. Maybe raise enough for a water truck. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they're doing rationings for gas, probably for food. I mean, it's pretty sad, you guys. So I want to do what I can do to help the people of Trona. If you guys could even just do $5 or $3 a person, it would mean the world to me to try to get those people. $3 goes a long way, especially when I have 20 people in the chat. $5 times, that would be $100 right there. I'm willing to put at least $100 of my own cash into that bucket. I want to see what I can do to raise enough money and get enough community people together. But you guys got to share this out. Let people know this stream is going on right now, and try to talk to other people who are live right now and try to get them into this. And because this is really, really hard on the people of Trona, and they need our support. If anybody here is watching from Trona, California, or from the Ridgecrest area, my heart goes out to you. We were just up there yesterday, spoke to a lot of locals up there, saw the damage for our own selves. We saw some of the structural damage in and around the town of Ridgecrest. We didn't have the chance to go out to Trona and see what happened there, but yeah, I will post it on my Facebook page. Hey Jen, how you doing? But yeah, I mean, this absolutely breaks my heart, guys. Like, these people are going through a lot. They don't have food, they don't have water, they don't have gas, they don't have air conditioning. It's well over 105 degrees out there. It's supposed to get up to 110, and they have no, and they're sleeping outside. That's so wrong. No one can afford earthquake insurance. Exactly. They said only 17% of the state of California has, as in the population of California, which is well over 50 million people, only 17% of those people have earthquake insurance because they can afford it. It is so unaffordable, it's not even funny. Same with fire insurance. Yeah, it's hard to see. Like, there's these giant cracks that just split the brand new roads that they laid out there. Brand new. I mean, these roads were just like a week old, and it split the roads and stretched them apart. And I mean, it looked awful. There's all these giant cracks in the brand new asphalt, and it's like they just spent the money to repair these roads. How about making sandwiches and passing them out? Oh no, a lot of these folks are hardworking blue collar people. A lot of them are miners. A lot of them are in construction. A lot of them are in the oil fields, and they have no support, guys. A lot of these people are working out in the farms, trying to grow crops. Oh, wow, Stephanie, that would be so awesome. Yeah, guys, I will post a GoFundMe page for the people of Trona and Ridgecrest and see how much money we can really earn these people. We couldn't get to Trona. The roads leading up to Trona were really, really bad because of the splits in the roads due to the earthquake. We couldn't get over the mountain to go over to Trona, but we were in Ridgecrest. Irish and I went to have dinner, and they said it was really bad. There was a laundromat where one girl was, I was talking to, the roof collapsed partially. There was damage to the Walmart, infrastructural damage. Hey, Maria gives me hugs. Exactly. I totally hear you. Hey, brother, how you doing, sharpshooter? Good to see you. Don't post my PayPal right now. I'm trying to raise money. I'm trying to figure out a way to raise money. 100% of the proceeds will go to the people of Trona. I will put my own money in there. I want to try to get as much stuff together for taking it to Trona and the people of Ridgecrest who have their homes destroyed by these earthquakes. It's really, really sad, guys. You should have been there for yourself. I mean, these brand new buildings have structural damage. There was fires and people lost their mobile homes. It's like the houses that were not too far from this. I mean, I live in a mobile home, and that very well could have happened here, and I think it would have had disastrous consequences. But yeah, it's pretty rough out there, guys. Spencertainment TV, what's up? How you doing? Thank you so much for joining, guys. Welcome to everybody. James, I'm just filling everybody in. Irish Whiskey and I had the pleasure to get introduced to the town of Ridgecrest, which was just heavily damaged. by the 7.1 earthquake, and the pre-shock that was a 6.4. There's lots of damage. Okay, you've heard the whole story. Okay, cool. And yeah. Hey, Jennifer Miller, how's it going? Thank you so much, guys, for watching. 22 people in the house, 36 likes. I appreciate it, guys. But this stream is dedicated towards the people at Trona. We've already had $4 donated. I will put that fund right into the GoFundMe or PayPal or whatever, however it works. Whatever it works, guys, I will personally show you every donation accounted for. I will put the money in an envelope labeled Trona and Ridgecrest Disaster Relief, and it's very sad, guys. Yeah, all those houses, there was whole neighborhoods that were red tagged for demolition because they're uninhabitable. So, I just want to try to get everybody rallied together to put forth and stand for the people of Trona. Water, food, tents, diapers, and toiletries. I agree. Absolutely. Mine too, Stephanie. And if anybody didn't know, Herman the Great, and Irish Whiskey met up and did one of the most haunted hotels in the Central Coast of California. It was in Bakersfield. It was Central California in whole. One of the most haunted in California in general is called the Padre Hotel, and you guys can research it. It's incredible. Don Broyles, Trona, California. They don't have air conditioning. They don't have heat. They do not have water. They do not have gas. They have all their utilities shut off. They're rationing gas supplied to $20 30 miles outside of Trona. And they're charging $6 a gallon for gas. It's rough. And there's hundreds of houses that have been red tagged for demolition. Trona got hit by a 7.1 earthquake, and a subsequent pre-shock of 6.4 on the 4th of July. It caused a lot of damage to these areas. So I'm going to try to raise money for the people of Trona. So any donations that I receive tonight will go into a fund, and it will fund the GoFundMe in the beginning to help kickstart it for those people. Want to try to do what I can to raise enough money to get some supplies to those people. And I'm going to try to reach out to the Red Cross up there and see what I can do to try to get them support. Yeah, 7.1 hit just to the north of Ridgecrest, little town called Trona, and the Searless Valley, Caso Junction area. Trona was basically the epicenter. It happened right in between Trona and Ridgecrest, and so did the 6.4, and they were actually, in fact, they just had a 4.0 just now in that same area. They've been having small to medium earthquakes all day. So they just had a 4.0 in Trona just now. I just got the notification that's what you heard. So they've been getting rocked really tough, guys. It's about 120 miles to the north. I guess it's 150 miles north of Los Angeles, roughly. It's inland from Bakersfield. It's about an hour drive from Bakersfield. And they're struggling pretty hard, guys. So any love and support that we can get to the people of Trona, let's give it to them. And I will spam and create the whole GoFundMe page for the earthquake, and 100% of those proceeds, including my own donation, will go straight to the people of Trona and Ridgecrest and the surrounding communities. Those people need food, but Trona is the most hard hit. I know, Don. Sorry, Missy, what were you saying? You have a friend from Facebook on here? Yes. So they've been traveling along this whole fault line. It's a stretch of mountains, and there's a fault line in between the mountains. And they've been just tracking. There have been 4.0s and 4.5s and 5.0s and 3.0s and 3.5s all the last few days. And they're riding up this fault line. Heather and Manny Show, how you doing? Well, welcome. Oh, okay, Lynn Wright. Oh, awesome. Yeah, so I did take a risk with Irish, and we actually went to where the earthquakes hit, just to see what was going on. We were filming some paranormal videos, and I just had to go and check it out, guys, because it just broke my heart. I wanted to see the damage for myself and see what I could do to help the people, kind of survey it for myself to get the real raw experience of what had happened there. And it touched me. The people of Trona lost their homes, they lost their businesses, they lost their livelihoods. They are cut off from gas, from electric, from water. They're sleeping in the streets. It's really, really sad, you guys. Louisiana's about to face a hurricane. They've already posted hurricane watches and tropical storm warnings. That one's going to be next. I don't think it's going to be a big hurricane, but it's still going to... a Category 1 can do a lot of freaking damage, a lot of flooding, and it could be rough. So prayers for the people of Louisiana, people who are still cleaning up in North Carolina from last year's Hurricane Florence. The people who were on the west coast of Florida, Georgia, and those surrounding areas. Hey, how you doing, Patrick? Good to see you. Hey, 23 Casey, how you doing? Good to see you. The people who were in Georgia and Florida during Michael. Michael was devastating all the way deep into the middle of Georgia. It was still a hurricane up towards Atlanta, which was insanity. So definitely, guys, prayers. How was the night at the motel? It was pretty scary, guys. That place was pretty awesome. The Mississippi River is rising a lot. Yeah, I heard. Lots of flooding going on. It's like flooding and earthquakes and volcanoes in Hawaii and Alaska are going off that had never gone off before. It's just like, it's almost like biblical. Like end times almost. Oh, your family's from there? I heard that Mauna Loa was starting to wake up. I don't know if they've had any lava flows from Mauna Loa, but that's the largest volcano in the world. If you counted what's underneath the water, the volcano itself is 33,000 feet. Only 14,500 feet of that it sticks out of the ground, and forms Mauna Loa volcano. Ghost Finders, what's up? How you doing? I don't know that for a fact. They said there was enough seismic activity to put it in the yellow zone for potential eruption. There was magma rising in Mauna Loa, and there was constant volcanic activity from Kilauea, which has been destroying homes for the past I guess the past year or so. Kilauea has been doing a lot of extreme lava flows. Very active volcano system. Lots of volcanoes erupting in Mexico. There was quite a few volcanoes that went off there. The Philippines, Alaska. No, it's on the Big Island. I don't think. I don't. I don't think it's in Honolulu. Hey, Smurfalicious, how you doing, Em? How are you? Oh yeah, Italy had. I think it was Mount Etna's been going off. There was earthquake activity in Greece and Turkey, Iran. There was. Japan's been still getting rocked pretty hard. I mean, it's everywhere, guys. There's been quakes in Australia. I did see that. They had like a 5.0 in Australia, which was pretty wild. Um, yeah, so it's been pretty interesting to see what's going on with all that. Thank you so much for the 25 people watching. Guys, I'm doing a special prayer stream and prayer requests, and hopefully I will be trying to raise some money for the people at Trona, California who were devastated by this latest earthquake. It's going to be the Ridgecrest, Trona, Salinas Valley. It's going to be the Caso Junction area. We're very, very hard hit by this earthquake. A lot of people lost their homes, a lot of damage. There's demolition crews coming to remove the houses. I stopped by. My dad is in Peru. They're having earthquakes also. And he has a home in Western Florida, so he gets it all. Oh my God, Nostalgic Angel. Wow. I don't know if it's CERN or HARP. I mean, with HARP, anything's possible. I haven't found a direct tie, but there has been some energy weapons that were tested on California last year, in the form of Paradise, California, burning to the ground. And I want to say prayers to the people of Paradise. You guys got hit extremely hard last year. 95% of the town of Paradise got wiped out last year by the fires. And consequently, it was blamed on a PG&E power line. It's just hard for me to believe when I saw photos of cars that were melted like puddles onto the floor. And there was parts of those cars that were still intact, but other parts that had completely melted from the extreme heat that was concentrated on those vehicles. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, people think California is all sunshine and rainbows, but we do have our issues here too. We get wildfires, we get earthquakes. I mean, we have good weather, but I mean, it's it's followed by a lot of disaster too. Um, I mean, it's pretty rough to go through all that. So, guys, I'm gonna probably sign out here right now. I know I have 30 people in the chat, or roughly. Reading in Paradise, yeah, I know. It's been rough, guys. I know, it's super creepy. And the fact that like 95% of the houses burned, but only like a small percentage of the trees actually burned down. There were so many trees that were still left surrounded, not touched, but all the houses around there were. And it just blows my mind. Super weird. But guys, I'm going to go create the GoFundMe page. I'm going to go set that up, and then I'm going to put it out on my community page here. I'll put it on Twitter, Facebook. I'll put it on my Facebook fan page for HSFL Paranormal. If you guys have not subscribed to that, make sure you do. I meant, well, I will have to get together on a panel so I can do my EVP box, bro. Only certain people know what I mean, so don't worry. Okay, no problem, M. Yeah, guys, this is to help real people. Yeah, I will post it on Instagram as well, but you can't post links on Instagram. But yeah, follow me on Twitter, guys. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, please do. I'm closing up on 1,000 subscribers on Twitter. And the more the merrier to get the word out about future videos and events that I put together. I want to try to get some of these Californian YouTubers on board, as along with others. I'm going to try to maybe talk to Cap 7 and Green Bay and see. Thank you, Ray, for joining me on Twitter. I really appreciate it, guys. So please support guys on Twitter. I will go send all that information over to Twitter, to Facebook. If you guys have not joined my Facebook fan page, which is going to be HSFL Paranormal on Facebook, join that. People can post a link. And I will look forward to seeing you guys soon. Much love and light, guys. And remember to always keep it spooky, my friends.